good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good whatever time of the day it is, wherever you are. Thank you so very much for joining in again. I know. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your understanding. As many of my friends that reached out to me, thank you very much for your concerns. We are doing awesomely well. So we are back again, and today I'm gonna be sharing or reviewing one of the books I shared with us a couple of weeks back, talking about the book by John C. Maxwell, 16 Undeniable Laws of Communication. 16 Undeniable Laws of Communication. We'll be starting today, and hopefully, if time permits, we will run through the 16 laws. And if not, we're going to be breaking them down into 2 or 3, depending on what we are able to cover today. And so let's dive right into today's book review. 16 Undeniable Laws of Communication. Remember, I told us the other time you were just one communication away from your success. I believe if you adhere to this, some of the things that we're going to be talking about here and some that we'll be talking about later, you will improve greatly in your communication, and not just only improve in your communication, you will have great success. You will have great success. Trust me when I say that. So number 1 of this law is the law of credibility. The law of credibility. People listen to people they trust. I am forced to cite an example of the president of a country. I'm gonna go there. There's freedom of speech. But there is no guarantee of the consequence of your speech, right? So I'm just going to leave that aside, okay? But people believe, or people listen to who they trust, okay? Your character and consistency must earn trust over time. If people see you living a particular kind of life and you're trying to tell them to do a particular thing in another way, people are not going to listen to you. They would rather do what they see you do. So, they won't even listen if they don't trust you. Oh, he has started with his life. Oh, she has started with life. Oh, don't mind him. You are a visionary. You are a small-scale business owner. You are a leader in a fellowship, in an organization, in a Christian setting. And your ways are not pure. Let me use that word, pure. Your ways contradict your talks. Permit me to use that one. People aren't gonna listen to you. So you want people to listen to you, gain their trust. Be consistent with your action. Let your action and whatever you say, let it match. Okay. Number 2 of such law is the law of observation. Nobody knows it all. Observe others. And I said it in one of my reviews, and I said again that I stand to be corrected. We always say that the grass appears greener on the other side, but sometimes the grass does not only appear greener, it is greener on the other side. But instead of you being envious, instead of you seeing such a person as a competitor, why not ask, what did you use for your grass? How do you tend your grass? How did you make it look so green? So you can learn from it. What am I trying to say? Observe good communicator. Observe people that are in your line of expertise, in your line of business, doing the same thing that you're doing. Observe them. Then you'll be able to learn from them, and you'll be able to communicate better. Number 3 is the law of conviction. The law of conviction. Have you ever seen someone speaking about something, but they cannot, because they're not even convinced themselves? They are not convinced about whatever it is they're selling, whatever it is that they're talking about, or whatever it is that they're saying. So if you are not convinced about that thing, relationship, family, church, whatever, your business, workers, you have to do well. We don't know if meanwhile your attitude, your actions, everything about you does not show conviction about what you're saying. Nobody will listen to you. Let me put this thing to you. There are three modes of communication. Okay, one is verbal communication. That is what you say to people. The second one is paraverbal communication, how you say those things to people. And the third one is non-verbal communication. Verbal communication, paraverbal communication, and non-verbal communication. Verbal communication is talking about what you say. I want to go to the market. Paraverbal communication is how you say it. And I want to go to the market. The non-verbal communication is your body language. And guess what? I didn't say it, science said it. Over 50%, if not 70%, of your communication is non-verbal. So when you're talking and you don't look convinced, you don't sound convinced, not necessarily saying things, but how you say it is important, as well as your body language. So if you are not convinced about what you're saying, people are not going to listen to you. So set your heart, set your spirit, be sure of what you are saying before you say it or communicate it to people. If you need to rehearse it again and again until you believe in that thing yourself before you share it with other people. Otherwise, you're just going to be talking and no one is going to be listening to you. I've seen this in some of the organizations that I've worked with, where the management will come and they will say certain things and the staff will just go, and they will start mumbling, because even the way they're saying it, they're not convinced they are going to implement those policies themselves. Because they're just saying it like, okay, because we have to say it, because it's in the book, stuff like that. And they don't sound convinced about what they're saying themselves. People won't listen to you. Number 4 of such law, pardon me for looking down. I write these things down because I can't keep everything on my brain, Yeah. So number 4 is the law of preparation. Failing to prepare is preparing to fail. I don't know how else to put it. I mean, we hear this again and again and again and again, but sometimes we get used to certain things that we just say them for saying sake, and we don't internalize such things. When you fail to prepare, you're actually doing something, you're preparing to fail. You have an interview, you're going to be speaking with a panel of interviewers, and you do not prepare. It's okay, because what you're invariably doing, you're preparing to fail. Yeah. You want to stand before the board and you're going to be, sharing some presentation, but you did not prepare. My sister, you were preparing to fail. Alright, so you want to be a good communicator, you need to prepare again and again and again. I know of a pastor, my pastor, he was telling us the story of when he was still, what's the word now? He was still practicing the mode of preaching. He would face the bush, he would preach to empty field, he would talk to trees. I've seen people who will speak to themselves in the mirror. They keep doing this again and again, and before you know it, they become better. I can't say perfect, because no one is better at doing this, and they're able to deliver anytime, any day. When you wake them up, they're doing it. It didn't just happen. They prepare towards that success. So when you see someone who is a successful communicator, do not envy them. Observe them, prepare yourself, then before you know it, you become better at it. Number 5 of this law is the law of simplicity. Have you ever heard the word less is more? Yeah, it applies in communication as well. Less is always more. You don't have to use ambiguous words, you don't have to use big grammar for people to understand you. Keep it simple. Do you know that the retention or the ability for people to retain certain information is decreasing by the day. People cannot sit for 1 hour to listen to people talk straight. Keep it simple, keep it short. Oh, we're going to be doing something, and the objective of that thing is 15. We have 50 objectives. I bet you they won't remember more than 2. And if they remember 2, you should clap and applaud them. Keep it simple. Go straight to the point. Don't worry. You want to chike a lady. Don't say thou sayest, or God says in Genesis chapter 77. Keep it simple. I like you. I'm convinced in my heart that you are a good person, and I want to spend the rest of my life with you. I have prayed about it. I want you to pray about it. You know, walk again. And God showed me in the vision of the night, and He gave me scripture. Brother, I ain't walking again. Please. All right. Number 6 of this law is the law of the message. People don't always remember what you say, but they remember how you made them feel. They don't remember what you say, but they remember how you made them feel. Craft messages that emotionally resonate with people. Don't just inform them. Information is available everywhere. Google, Wikipedia, ChatGPT, whatever. But they won't remember what you say, but they will remember how you make them feel with your message. So craft your message in such a way that it emotionally resonates with people. Spiritually resonate with people, depending on the kind of setting you're delivering the message. I hope the same thing. The law of connectivity, or the law of connecting, that's the number 7th law. Okay, the law of connecting. Okay, communicator focus on others, not themselves. You want to reach out to people, so you want to think about what this person is feeling, how this person is feeling, what this person will need, so you're able to reach out to them. Because remember, they will not remember what you say, but they will remember how you made them feel. If you don't connect with them, you might not be able to speak their language. You might not be able to communicate with them. I hear parents of teenagers every day lamenting, whatever platform, whatever, lamenting, it's become a teenager. You've forgotten that as a teenager, you were once a teenager. How were you feeling? Did you hide things from your parents? Did you lie to your parents at some point? Did you sneak from your parents at some point? Oh, you become an adult now, and all of a sudden you've forgotten everything about teenagehood. Well done, sir. Well done, man. Connect with that teenage daughter. Connect with that teenage son. You will be able to speak their language. You will be able to reach out to them. So connect with your audience. Connect with the people you're speaking with. Connect with your staff. Empathize with them. Put yourself in their shoe. Then you'll be able to connect with them, and speak their language. Then deliver your message to them. I will take number 8, which will be the last one for today. Then subsequent review, we're going to be taking the last 8. The law of the platform. Your communication must match your audience. Your communication, that's the law of the platform, must match your audience. Now you want to talk to children, maybe between the ages of 5 to 7. You're asked to, just encourage them or motivate them, and you went with PowerPoint presentation, and you went with big grammars and all of that. Who does that? These children only want to play. So the only thing they will listen to is to play. So you have to be able to understand the platform so you can connect with your audience. But if I'm going to talk to children, I should put in some element of play. I should put in colors that will attract them. I should break down my words. Pictorial presentation, what do they call this thing? Pictures, things that will be fanciful, and I have to dress down. If you wear suit, you probably remind them of their headmaster or headmistress or head teacher or something, and they're already disconnected from you. But you dress down, you have beautiful colors on, you come with something that is playful, you will connect with them. But you cannot do the same when you're talking to a more matured audience. So you need to understand the platform. You cannot dress colorful, quote and unquote. If you're going for an interview, you cannot wear red and yellow and green when you're going for an interview, because that's a different platform. They're going to access you. I remember the story of a guy. I'm sorry, that was going for an interview with a white belt. White belt, bro. See, this is 2025. Well, you can't get away with it now, to be fair. But you understand what I'm talking about. The law of the platform. Understand the platform you're given. Understand the audience you're speaking with. Understand the situation, surrounding, what you're going to be talking about. So that will also help you to know the mode and the channel and the means of communicating with these people. So we're going to be stopping here today. Remember, let me recap let me start from the 8th one to the first one. Okay, number 8, the law of the platform. Number 7, the law of connectivity or the law of connecting. Number 6, the law of the message. Okay, number 5, the law of simplicity. Keep it simple. Life is not that difficult. Number 4, the law of preparation. If you fail to prepare, you prepare to fail. Number 3, the law of conviction. If you're not convinced about what you're saying, trust me, people can read through you. You're just talking to yourself. They won't listen to you. Number 2, the law of observation. Observe people who have gone ahead of you. How are they doing? And learn from them. Then you can also put what you learned from them into practice. And number 1 is the law of credibility. I cannot overemphasize this. People need to trust you before they can listen to you. It might even be the first time you're appearing before them, but they need to trust you. They need to be able to access you and see you as someone they can trust. Then they will listen to you. Till I come your way next time, whatever you're doing, please make sure you're reading a book. And if a book is too big for you to read, just please read a chapter. If a chapter is too much, read a paragraph. A sentence perhaps will be enough. And if not, just a word can take you to your next level. Till I come your way next time, remain blessed. Thank you. Bye.